I've experienced this problem personally. I only managed to find the solution after looking through all kinds of books. It's considered to be quite difficult. But the topics in the Master-Teacher tournament are much harder than this, so if he can't even solve this, it would be pointless to send him in there. Might as well just reject him right now. The transcendent realms require the cultivator to form a complete and whole system before they can harmonize with the environment and manipulate it. If the left lung was pierced through, causing the true essence in the left vein unable to be utilized, that would basically be the same as having an opening in a circle. It would be almost impossible to ascend in the future. This is difficult. That's right, even though we're 4-star master teachers, it's not that easy for us to solve it as well. This will require at least 8 steps to solve it. How big is the injury on the left lung? Can you tell me the exact location of the injury? Also, how did the person get the injury? And what's the attribute of the opponent's true essence? He was injured by a sword. The opponent has mastered sword intent, causing sword chi to be infused into the person's veins. Here's the diagnosis. You can take a look into it. Do you have a solution? This is simple. Just route another cultivation path for him will do. Cultivation path. Do you mean modifying his cultivation method? That's right. If his left lung was injured, that doesn't mean that he couldn't utilize the true essence in his left veins. It's just that the true essence will have to go through another path. As long as he can adjust it slightly, he will be able to ascend easily just like a normal person. Modify the method. It can save the healing process, connecting the veins back, recovering from the injuries. All of these can be saved. If it really can solve it, that means it will only need 1 step. I remember that the Pavilion Master needed 5 steps to complete it when he was still a 3-star. Master Teacher Zhang wanted to solve it in 1 step. Nonsense. Bullshit. Every cultivation method has been tested and refined by countless people. How can you just modify it just like that? If the person was heavily injured, and if he were to use a cultivation method that has not been tested, not only that he might not be able to ascend to transcendent, his cultivation might even go berserk and will put him at the risk of death. If that really were to happen, can you still call yourself a master teacher? Berserk. You're overthinking it. I'll tell you about the path of true essence flowing through our body. You will know if it's useful once you've listened to what I have to say. The path of true essence starts from the core, then Tai, Guanmen, Sangmen. It will then gather at Chisha. After completing it for 3 cycles, you will be able to ascend to transcendent with a success rate of 90%. From Tai, Guanmen, Liangmen. This path sounds extremely weird. It's completely different from a normal cultivation method. We have a hard time deciding whether it's right or wrong even for us. So you're saying that as long as a heavily injured person has their true essence to flow in this path, they will be able to ascend immediately. What kind of joke is that? That's right. I just looked at it. This person was injured by a scorching sword chi, which contains a very sharp edge. After injuring the left chest, it will then flow into the core through the veins. The cultivation that the person focuses on sharpness and burst, the more he uses it, the weaker it gets. It's just like the fierce scorching sword chi. They're both violent and strong. When the both of them go up against each other, it will turn into a situation where the stronger one will win. Normally, when fierce goes up against fierce, the large amount of true essence in the person's body will just overwhelm the sword chi, so it's nothing to be afraid of. But this cultivator's veins are too thin, causing it to be extremely fragile when there's a huge clash, causing his cultivation to cripple. This causes the cultivator to be unable to overwhelm the sword chi with a huge surge of true essence. Hence not only that the sword chi cannot be cleared out, his injuries are getting worse. If I guessed it correctly, when these symptoms are recorded, it should be the 7th day since the person got injured. I solved that person's problems personally, and I was proud of myself for it, so I can still remember every single detail that happened. It is just like he said. It was the 7th day after he got injured. That record that I gave him only stated the location of the injuries and the techniques used to cause it. The timing of the injury was never stated in it. He was able to deduce the time just from these clues. After 7 days since the injury, the body couldn't handle the clash of true essence, so the hole on the left chest couldn't recover, and it started to rot as well. Under that situation, when 2 strong true essence were clashing against each other, it would only cause the clash to be stronger if the person tried to use the traditional cultivation method. That will only worsen the wounds. the normal solution should be to exhaust the true essence within. That would basically be the same as retreating the soldiers that were fighting at the checkpoint, letting the sword chi flow into the body through the thin veins, then find a way to remove it. That's right. That's exactly what we're thinking. If the person wants to ascend, he will first have to deal with the injury, and to deal with the injury, he will have to get rid of the root cause, and that will be the sword chi. That's right. Not only that's not wrong, that's a huge mistake as well. Exhausting your own true essence is basically like removing the rocks that are blocking off the water of a stream. It's true that the sword chi will be able to flow out, but that's an extremely sharp and scorching sword chi, and the location of the blockage is just right at the left lung. That place is extremely close to the heart. If the sword chi were to gush out and penetrate the heart, that will be the immediate cause of the person's death. Death. That sword chi has been trapped in there for 7 days. It shouldn't be as sharp as it once was. It's true that it won't be as sharp, and the chance of it penetrating the heart is less than 1%. But what if it didn't flow through the left lung vein, but went through the Huiqi acupoint and entered the Zhenxue vein? When I first ran into this case, I was too focused on saving the person and didn't think that much. Then I found out about these problems as well after that, even though the chances are low, but it's still possible. I can only say I got lucky at the time, or else I would have killed that person instead of saving him. If things really turn out that way, I can only hope that I will be able to keep my job and not make things even worse. But I only realized this when I revisited the case when I reached the 4-star pinnacle. This young man, he only looked at it today, and he was able to think of that. Could it be that? Does the method that he mentioned really work? My method will not require the true essence to be exhausted beforehand, and I don't need to lure the sword chi out of it as well. The Tai acupoint is the first branching point of the left and right veins. I let the true essence flow through here so that it is more likely to have power resonance, so that the sword chi will flow into that part along with it as well. As long as it's there, everything will be much simpler. Since the Tai acupoint is closer to the core, the cultivator will have enough true essence to maintain his strength, and the sword chi will be able to be forced out of the body easily. If you think of the human body as a formation, if both powers were to clash in Tai, the sword chi would naturally be forced out from that part. According to the theory from formation masters, the human body can be viewed as a formation as well. It consists of the origin gate, hibernation gate, life gate, impaired gate, panorama gate, death gate, closed gate, and fright gate, the 8 gates. Tai acupoint is the intersection point of the left and right veins, and it's also where the life gate is located. If the sword chi was carried over to this point, it will definitely be forced out from there. With that, we will basically remove it with the least effort. But everything is easy when the sword chi carried over, but what if it isn't? Seems like you're not familiar with the person's cultivation. Sword chi focuses on sharpness and burst. The more the person uses it, the weaker it gets. As I've mentioned earlier, the true essence will have to go through the new path for 3 cycles. That way, with the sharpness of the sword chi reduced, and when an opportunity like that is presented in front of it, the sword chi will definitely want to rush over and destroy the core, so it's basically a guarantee that it will reach the Tai acupoint. There's no way you couldn't think of that. It's still wrong. You mentioned that it has to go through 3 cycles to reach transcendent. Now you have only removed the sword chi. Only removed the sword chi. Think about it again. The routing of the true essence that I mentioned earlier. Starting from the core, then towards Tai, Guanmen, Liangmen, then gather at Qisha. As the true essence gets weaker, the sword chi will pursue it, gathering at Tai acupoint, and when the two of them clash with each other, the sword chi will then gust out from the acupoint, and the cultivator's true essence will make use of the impact and pass through Guanmen and Liangmeng, then ascending to transcendent. That's basically the same as making use of the violent power of the sword chi to break through. The chance of success. It's indeed more than 90%. Even though the sword chi and true essence will clash at the Tai acupoint and will break apart at the life gate, the violent power from it will fuse into the true essence. Being able to hurt this cultivator means that the attacker's strength is higher than his. Since the cultivator is trying to ascend to transcendent, which means that his strength should be pinnacle half transcendent for some time. If the attacker is stronger than him, that would mean he's a transcendent. And with the violent power from the transcendent's true essence, along with his own strength, The power is extreme ly strong with the two of them combined. Of course it would be easier and simpler to break through. You. How is it? Can my method heal the person and allow him to ascend? Yes, it definitely can. I used 5 steps to complete it and I'm already proud of myself. And this person just used 1 step to complete it. It's true that this person might be weak, but the understanding he has on Master Teacher is not something that a normal person can compete against. Then does that mean I have answered your question? Yes. If I'm correct. Then what are you still standing there for? After saying that much, aren't you going to get me some water? He's asking the pavilion master to give him water. We had reminded him so many times that the pavilion master is a serious person, and asked him to not say stupid things like these. This idiot, he just gave him an order like that, and it's like he's teaching him a lesson. The slot that we begged with our life to get for you, do you think it's that easy? Are you going to throw it away just like that? Yes. What is even going on? When a master teacher is willing to listen to the other party and not dare to talk back, the biggest possibility will be. It's the impartation of heaven's will. Master teacher Zhang seemed to have harnessed the voice of heavens and the energy of soul. Since we're not the target, we thought that he was just analyzing the disease. I didn't expect that. He was using the impartation of heaven's will. Using the impartation of heaven's will on Pavilion Master Kong, and he even succeeded. As the strongest master teacher of the entire Master Teacher Pavilion, I can't believe that I have fallen prey to a 2-star master teacher's impartation of heaven's will. And I'm pouring tea for him willingly. This guy. Alright, let's move on to the second question. The second question. No need, the 3 questions are just to test if you're qualified to take part in the internal trial. Since the answer you gave for the first question is more than reasonable to us, that has already proven your strength, we can just forget about the remaining 2 questions. Elder Ling, you can go and ring the gathering bell right now, summoning everyone to gather at the Master Teacher Chamber and get ready for the selection. And bring Master Teacher Zhang along as well. Master Teacher Su and I will come along very soon. Yes. That's it. Master Teacher Zhang, can we be a little more humble from now on? Sure. About this Master Teacher Zhang, you don't have anything to say about him. He's a 2-star master teacher from Tianmu Kingdom, and he's less than 20 years old this year. That's not what I'm asking about. This. I want detailed information, and the reason why the 2 of you keep on nominating him. If that's really all there is to him, why an elder from the Myriad Kingdoms Alliance's Master Teacher Pavilion like you never nominates your own student, but him? A barrier. What are you? More than 20 days ago, there's a rejection of ancestors here at the headquarters, and there's also sorrowful chimes of bells. I bet Pavilion Master Kong still remembers it. How can I even forget a major incident like that? I've already told all the other branches of the Master Teacher Pavilion to look into this, but I still don't have any news yet, which made me think that if it's from a master teacher from other forces that's here to attend the tournament. Rejection of ancestors, sorrowful chimes of bells. This will directly cause the rumbling of Master Kong's statue, causing the collapse of an entire acknowledgement hall. If we knew which Master Teacher Pavilion had this incident, we would be able to pinpoint this prodigy's exact location. 20 days ago, you were at Tianmu Kingdom. Could it be that the acknowledgement hall there had collapsed? Yes, it's just we're worried that this will cause a huge commotion around the world, and we're also worried that the news will leak out. That's why we didn't report it through the messaging wall. And we just had them reply no. Please forgive us for it. If the news were to leak out, the master teacher that caused this might be found by others and will cause a lot of trouble. You made the right decision. When Tianmu Kingdom's acknowledgement hall collapsed, it was when Master Teacher Zhang was still taking the 2-star master teacher exam. You mean that he could be the prodigy that rejected the acknowledgement of ancestors and caused the sorrowful chimes? No wonder the 2 of them kept on nominating him with their life, being able to get the acknowledgement of many ancestors, and he even rejected them. How strong is his potential? That's not all. Based on my suspicion, this Master Teacher Zhang, he's very likely to be a celestial master teacher. What did you say? When Master Teacher Zhang was taking the exam, not only did the acknowledgement hall collapse, the Master Kong statue shattered as well. Other than the celestial master teacher or the student of a sage, I can't think of something else that will cause this phenomenon. Then, 10 days ago, the celestial master teacher appeared once again. Could that be him? I'm not sure about that. 10 days ago, I didn't think that he's here yet. If he's really a celestial master teacher, then there won't be any problem in this tournament, but he's too young, and his cultivation is too weak. He might not be able to win against other people. Those that are here for the tournaments are mostly around 30, and the youngest will be at least 28 or 29. With a 10 years age difference, no matter how talented he is, it will still be quite difficult for him to fight against the others. Never mind, let's leave it at that. You did the right thing this time. We must keep this thing a secret. We mustn't let anyone know about this. Understood. There's the bell. The master teachers should be here already. Let's head over there quickly. Also, about the thing that I got beguiled, I hope that you can keep it a secret as well. Don't let anyone know about it. Sure. Master Teacher Zhang, please put on this cloak and badge. Head in there and wait for a moment. I will go and gather the others. Sure. Why did they suddenly summon all of us? I'm not sure either, but I've heard that they are going to conduct the selection trials for the tournament earlier, so I guess they are going to conduct it in front of everyone. That's possible. I wonder who will be chosen. Isn't that obvious? It will definitely be Fu Shaochen, Master Teacher Fu. That's not guaranteed. I like Sir Ruohuan more. Jun Ruohuan really is my idol. You're a new face around here. I've never seen you before. Which kingdom are you from? Tianxian Kingdom. Tianxian, which tier is it? It doesn't have a tier, so I guess it's unranked. An unranked kingdom. It is quite surprising for a place like that to have a 2-star master teacher this young. The master teacher tournament is a grand event. To us master teachers, it's much more important than everything else. No matter the sacrifice, you must come here and watch it for once. That's right. By the way, who do you favor in this selection trial? Who do I favor? I'm not really sure. Guess so. You just arrived here, so it's normal to not know anything. I bet you must have heard what they were discussing. Sir Ruohuan and Fu Shaochen have the most supporters. Sir Ruohuan came from the leading clan of the 4 great clans of Myriad Kingdoms Alliance, the Jun clan. He's also the one of the 4 gentlemen here. Even the crowned Prince Zhao Hui, the son of Alliance leader Zhao, can't compete against him. As for Fu Shaochen, Master Teacher Fu is the direct disciple of Elder Hai. If 2 people will be selected, then the 2 of them will have the most chance. But I still think that Elder Feng's student, Feng Masheng, has the best chance. Feng Masheng. That's right, I've once met Master Teacher Feng. He's humble and yet he's strong. He once guided me 3 years ago, and he's already a 3-star pinnacle master teacher at that time. As for the remaining 2, I heard that they're from other kingdoms. One of them is called Luoshi. She's a beauty of a master teacher, and the other one is Du Hu. I don't know much about their strength, but if they are chosen among other kingdoms, that means they must be quite impressive as well. By the way, I heard that there's actually 6 people in this selection trial instead of 5. The pavilion master announced that he's going to have this selection trial 10 days ago, but it never happened, and they were saying that he's waiting for this person. Do you know about him? My teacher is one of the elders as well. When he attended the meeting, it seemed like he was greatly nominated by Master Teacher Su and Master Teacher Ling. I think his name is Zhang Xuan. If it wasn't for this guy, the selection trial would have begun already. This person never showed up after having everyone wait for him. What a bastard. Bastard. For an important event like the Master Teacher Tournament, and this guy actually came late, having so many master teachers to wait for him. It's fine if he's really that strong. But I heard that he's only a 2-star master teacher, and he's quite young as well. He doesn't even know what respect is, doing everything as he wants. If he's not a bastard, what else can he be? I heard that if it wasn't for Master Teacher Su and Master Teacher Ling fighting for his slot, he would have been disqualified already. I heard that if it wasn't for Master Teacher Su and Master Teacher Ling fighting for his slot, he would have been disqualified already. I believe that all of you have already guessed the reason behind the emergency chime. Today we will have the selection trials for the Master Teacher Tournament, and I want every one of you to be the witness of it. The Master Teacher Tournament is the largest event held by the Master Teacher Pavilion of Huanyu Empire. As for our results in the past, I believe I don't need to say anything about it. The trials are about to begin. By the way, is that master teacher Zhang Xuan here? Let me see what that bastard looks like. This time, it will be us, the Myriad Kingdom City, hosting the event, so I hope that we will be able to break our records in the past and bring glory for our pavilion. Alright, come on up, all of you. Where's Master Teacher Zhang? Look, the trials are about to begin, and that bastard Zhang Xuan is not here yet. I hope that the pavilion master will just disqualify him like that. Brother, where are you going? I'm heading down to the trials. Trials, you? That's right, I'm sorry, I'm the bastard that you mentioned, Zhang Xuan. You're Zhang Xuan, Master Teacher Zhang. It's because we're both 2-star, and I didn't get into the selection trials and I got jealous. So I'm just ranting, Master Teacher Zhang, I hope that you will not take that seriously. Alright, don't worry, for the bastard I definitely will not take that too seriously. So he's that Zhang Xuan. He's much younger than the rumors pictured him to be. Yeah, he's not even in his 20s, and he's just a 2-star master teacher. Why is he qualified for the selection trials? That might not be it. It's true that he's carrying a 2-star badge, but his strength might be higher than that. Not everyone likes to show his strength to everyone. That's true. If he doesn't have the strength, Master Teacher Su and Master Teacher Ling wouldn't have spoken so highly of him. But even if he's not just a 2-star, with that young age, he wouldn't be that impressive. Now that everyone is here, let me explain the rules for the selection trials this time. The trials will have a total of 5 challenges, testing the candidates on what a master teacher should have. Getting first place in each of the challenges will get 6 points, second place will get 5 points, vice versa, the last one will get 1 point. After the 5 challenges, the 2 people with the highest points accumulated will be chosen to participate in the tournament held by the 28 forces. Do any of you have any other questions? No. Very well, the elders and I have prepared the challenges, which will be testing on your soul depth, comprehension of cultivation techniques, memory, knowledge impartation, and guidance. Now we will begin with the first challenge, which is the challenge on your soul depth. Elder Wu, I will leave it to you. No need, Pavilion Master, this is my responsibility. I didn't expect Elder Wu to be in charge of the first challenge. Why is it? Is there something unique about this Elder Wu? Of course, Elder Wu is just like the Pavilion Master, a 4-star pinnacle master teacher, but he has a unique supporting occupation, the demonic tunist. Demonic tunist, that special occupation that can muddle one's consciousness with music. Even though the demonic tunist is an occupation from the lower path, they're able to bewitch others with music, making it quite difficult to deal with. They're extremely terrifying. Us Myriad Kingdom City doesn't have a demonic tunist guild, so Elder Wu is quite rare around here. So to have a demonic tunist to test on their soul depth, this first challenge is already quite the difficult one. As a master teacher, not only does your soul depth have to be high, you must also be able to fight off distractions, allowing yourself to conduct clearer analysis and judgment under messy environments. All you have to do is just to carve on this blank formation plate that formation masters use under my demonic tune of psychosis. When the tune ends, whoever carves the most and is detailed will be the first. I'll give you all a heads up, my demonic tune of psychosis can only work on one person at a time, so which one of you would like to go first? Demonic tunist, carving. From all the books that I've read, they only briefly described this occupation, but they never mentioned their skills. Everyone else is starting to drive their soul depth, but he's looking quite confused. It's obvious that he's never heard of a demonic tunist before. Master Teacher Zhang, right, even though you've made us wait for almost 10 days, you're still a guest to us. How about this? You can take the lead for this challenge. Me? No thanks, I'll let you go first, I'll just watch for now. Watch? Are you thinking that Elder Wu is quite energetic right now? Which means that he's at his strongest. If you go first, that would basically mean that you will be taking the most damage. Since you're all scared, I'll take the lead. You? With Elder Wu's strength, no matter if you're the first 2 or last 2, the effect of the demonic tune of psychosis will still be the same, so it doesn't really matter who goes first. Then let me see what you'll be drawing. This. It's even a 3-star formation plate. Then let's start. This tune. The music itself is quite upbeat, giving off a taste of excitement, but other than that, it's extremely ordinary. It doesn't feel like it's hard to control at all, and I don't really feel any impact on my soul depth as well. As a 3-star pinnacle master teacher, his soul depth should be more than 11 already. Even so, he's still sweating buckets from that tune. It seems like he won't be able to hold it much longer. Elder Wu mentioned that it will only work on one person at a time. It seems like the tune has an effective range. Once we're out of that range, we won't feel anything even if we heard it. It seems like it wouldn't be that easy to clear this challenge. Let's see if there's any flaws in this demonic tune of psychosis. Flaw. Wushu, an elder of the Myriad Kingdom City's Master Teacher Pavilion, a 4-star Master Teacher, 4-star Demonic Tunist, Formation Master, Painter, Tea Ceremony Master. Specializes in demonic tune attacks. As for the demonic tune of psychosis. Flaws. I see. Thank you Master Teacher Wu for showing mercy. Sure. This demonic tune of psychosis looks terrifying on the outside, but it has quite a number of flaws in it. As long as I can make use of them, it won't be difficult for me to deal with it. Let me give it a try later. He had carved a total of 432 carvings, with each of them equally delicate. More than 400, I saw that he wasn't able to hold on much longer. I didn't expect that not only he didn't collapse, he was even able to carve that many with the same depth. I guess we underestimated him. I didn't expect him to be this impressive. Alright, next one. I'll do it. 427 carvings, clear markings and no repetition. Damn it. I thought that my strength is more than enough to get a good placement here, but I didn't even expect that I would lose to that Feng Masheng in the first challenge. Luoshi, 410 carvings, clear markings and no repetition. Duhu, 407 carvings, clear markings and no repetition. A dark horse. Yeah, I didn't expect this Master Teacher Feng to be this impressive. He even won against Master Teacher Fu. This isn't really what I expected it to be. Look, it's Sir Ruohuan's turn. Greetings, Elder Wu. Alright, Master Teacher Ruo, please have a seat, I'll begin soon. So fast. As expected from Sir Ruohuan, it's like the tunes are ineffective against him. Being able to keep that pace under the demonic tune of psychosis. I guess Sir Ruohuan will be taking first place for this challenge. As expected from the most favored Jun Ruohuan, one of the 4 gentlemen of the Myriad Kingdom City. Very well. A total of 431 carvings. 1 carving lesser than Master Teacher Feng. How is that possible? Something's not right. Didn't he seem to be carving quite fast? He's laughing. What's going on? Does he not care about his results? It's your turn. If Master Teacher Su and Master Teacher Ling are nominating you, that means you must have quite the talent. For someone this young, how impressive can you be? I'm even worried that you won't be able to hold until the end of the tune. Excuse me, can I find something to hold this formation plate in place? Hold it in place. The demonic tune of psychosis is an attack towards the soul, which will be testing your soul depth. As for the formation plate, it's just a method to test how clear-headed you are, so it doesn't really matter if you hold it in place or in your hand. Thanks a lot. How is he going to hold it in place? I don't know. Here it is. Alright, we can start now. A spear. What is he doing? Is he crazy? Are you going to carve with a spear? Can that thing really be used for carving? You can really tell that this Master Teacher Zhang really is a prodigy. Are you going to carve with the spear? Yeah, I'm not used to the carving knife, so I'll stick with the spear. We already knew that common sense would never apply to this guy, but this is just too much. Carving with a spear. Do you have to do this much? Are you even trying to hide? If you insist. Then let's begin. It's really different from when I listened to it from a different position. No wonder Sir Ruohuan and the others looked so exhausted when they are up here. It really is impressive to have a unique occupation. It's true that this demonic tune of psychosis is impressive. But it's not that effective against me. As one's mind becomes clearer, it's much easier to analyze matters. Let's begin. This guy, he's trying to push back my demonic tune of psychosis with the sound of the spear. Impossible. I don't believe that I can't even win against a one-dan pinnacle transcendent. What is going on? What is Elder Wu trying to do? What is happening here? Elder Wu, it's just a challenge on soul depth. Why is he acting that way? Could it be that he's getting overwhelmed? That's not it. It's the ancient zither 8 trigram steps. It's just that. Why would Elder Wu use that here? What is going on with Elder Wu? Why is he using something like that against a junior? I don't know, but I have a feeling that even when he's using this technique, not only is he not getting the result he wanted, he's even at a disadvantage. Disadvantage? The hell? What exactly happened? It's this Master Teacher Zhang. Master Teacher Zhang is making use of the sound from the spear hitting the formation plate. It sounded chaotic when you listen to it, but it's hitting the weakest spots of the demonic tune of psychosis. This caused Elder Wu's true essence to be agitated, and caused him to get injured in the end. Can that even work? I find it weird as well, but other than that, I can't think of any other reasons. Fighting sound with sound. This is the method that high-level demonic tunists use against low-level demonic tunists. It's similar to the duel between martial artists. By using sound to attack the weak points of the opponent's tunes, it will cause chaos to the opponent's true essence and injure them. Then, please go and help Master Teacher Zhang. He's most likely going to be representing us to participate in the Master Teacher tournament, so we can't let anything happen to him. He's in danger. The one that's in danger is Elder Wu, and it seems like he can't hold on much longer. Can't hold on. Then, Pavilion Master, this is just a trial. There's no need for them to be heavily injured, so please stop them. Stop them. A clash of tunes is like a duel of true essence. There's no way to stop it unless one of them falls. If this can be stopped, Elder Wu would have done that long ago. There's no need for him to use the ancient zither 8 trigram steps, and even ended up in this situation, right? Isn't this a test on soul depth? Why did it turn into a clash of tunes? I don't get it as well. What's going on? Can we even consider this as carving formation plates? It must be that this guy got some kind of weird music, and with the help of the sound from the formation plate, he was able to suppress Elder Wu's demonic tune of psychosis. But who cares if he's able to suppress it? This challenge is to test our soul depth. It's to test the quality and quantity of the carvings in one tune. He's using the formation plate like a drum, but it's pointless if he's just using it that way. Seems like this is almost over. Then, time to end this. Elder Wu. Elder Wu, are you alright? I forgot to hold back on that last one. I'm fine. He's even able to suppress the demonic tune, and he's not affected by it. That's Sufan and Ling Hengyu. What kind of monster did you bring to me? Quick, go and check on it. Yes. Thank God, Elder Wu is fine. 431 carvings, clear markings and no repetition. I guess I should just stick with the trial from now on. Did they say 431 carvings? Isn't that the same as Sir Ruohuan? He really just carved all that with that spear. I thought he's just randomly hitting it. I didn't expect him to really carve something. That's impressive. Same amount of carvings. Then, who will be second, or will they be ranked the same? He also got 431 carvings. It seems like we have all underestimated him. This guy ain't that simple. But, there's no way I'm going to let him have the same result as me that easily. Impressive. I only got one extra carving than him with a carving knife, as expected from someone that was nominated by 2 elders. That's it for the first challenge. I will announce the results now. First place will be Feng Masheng with 432 carvings. Jun Ruohuan and Zhang Xuan will both get second place with 431 carvings. Fu Shaochen got 4th with 427 carvings. Luoshi will be 5th with 411 carvings. And Du Hu placed 6th with 407 carvings. Pavilion Master, I don't agree with the results. Before the first challenge begins, Elder Wu mentioned that whoever that's able to carve the most delicate with the most carvings under the demonic tune of psychosis will be the champion. Is that correct? Delicate. Yeah, I did say that. Very well then, you just counted the carvings, but you have yet to check the quality of the carvings. It's a simple thing. I didn't just make simple carvings on the formation plate just now. Please take a look. It's a level 5 painting. Sir Ruohuan was able to carve out a level 5 painting under those circumstances. No wonder he's so confident in himself even though he has lesser carvings than Master Teacher Feng, so that's why. Amazing. A level 5 painting, it's something that only a 3-star painter is capable of making. I've heard that Sir Ruohuan is also a painter among his occupations. I guess that's true. Under normal circumstances, it's already quite difficult to make a level 5 painting in mere 3 minutes, and he even completed it under the attack of the demonic tune of psychosis. His talent, ability, dedication, all of them are quite terrifying. Not bad. Master Teacher Feng has only made 432 carvings on it. The reason why I have fewer carvings isn't because I couldn't make it, but I have made a painting within it, so I hope that the Pavilion Master will re-evaluate the results. Very well. Other elders, do you have any opinions? It's true that there's one lesser carvings, but he made a painting, being able to make a level 5 painting under the demonic tune of psychosis. This mentality is really impressive. It's obvious that Sir Ruohuan is better. I think Sir Ruohuan should take first place. Very well then, if there's no any other objections, then let me announce it once again. Ruohuan first place, Feng Mashing second, third will be Master Teacher Zhang, Fuxiachen will take 4th place, and with Luoshi at 5th and Duhu at 6th. Master Teacher Zhang, sorry about it, I guess I won't be second with you. Who cares if you put out that big show, you'll still end up losing to me and be 3rd place. About that, as long as mine is more delicate, my results will be better, right? Yes. Alright then. The day is almost over. Just get up and do your thing already. Spirit Euphoria. This is a sentient 4-star spirit gathering formation plate. Even for me, I will need at least a week to carve a 4-star spirit gathering formation plate. He's able to carve one with a spear by just poking on it for 3 minutes, and the most important part is, it's a sentient one. This is just out of this world. It's common knowledge that an empty grade 3 formation plate can only be carved with a grade 3 formation. But this, not only did he carve a grade 4 formation into it, it's even a sentient one. How much understanding does he even have on formations? Inscribing a formation plate is a complex and delicate process. Each and every stroke will have to be planned carefully without the slightest mistake, and for him to carve one with a spear. Comparing it with a level 5 painting, this is just on another level. That's right, this is much better. I thought that I'm already impressive enough to make a painting out of it, but this guy just made a grade 4 formation. Is my formation delicate enough? Of course, well then. The first challenge, Master Teacher Zhang will take first place with 6 points, followed by Ruohuan with 5 points, vice versa. Alright, time for the second challenge, the test of cultivation. To become a master teacher, cultivation is a very important factor. Their cultivation mustn't be neglected. Not only that they will be able to exploit the flaws, you will even be able to have sufficient power with the strong and sturdy foundation of cultivation that you have. Hence, I have discussed with other elders, Elder Bai will be suppressing his own cultivations to fight with you all, under the same cultivation. Those who are able to survive the longest will be the strongest. That way, not only will we be able to test your cultivation, we will also be able to determine your judgment and decision-making when you're facing difficulties. That will also help us to determine your strength better. Very well, other than Pavilion Master Kong, no one else is stronger than Elder Bai, and this is a fair fight, so I'm fine with this challenge. I'm okay with it as well. We don't have any opinions. Then Elder Bai, I will leave. To you. Don't worry, I will not hold back and show mercy to anyone after suppressing my cultivation. Try to survive as long as you can. I, Bai Hang, am willing to guarantee with my dignity as a master teacher that I will not play favorites during the challenge. Later on, all of you are allowed to fight me with weapons or bare fists, whichever you're comfortable with. But, to keep everything fair and square, the fight will be in a confined space. And the challenge will take part in a unique formation. The formation will not allow you to cheat. As for what's happening during the challenge, we will not disclose it to everyone else as well. Elder Wu, set it up. Sure. I'll wait inside the formation. You can come in one by one once you're ready. I'll go first. I should have the ability to take first place, but I only placed fourth in the first challenge. It's already a bad start for me, so I must win this challenge. I might not be able to compete against Feng Masheng and Sir Ruohuan when it comes to soul depth, but I'm confident that my own strength will not lose to anyone here. It has already started. Even though under the same cultivation, if he's able to survive for 10 rounds before Elder Bai, this Master Teacher Fu is quite impressive as well. Isn't that obvious? Master Teacher Fu is Elder Hai's student. He has already completely mastered the Thousand Seas fists. Even Elder Bai will need at least 15 rounds to beat him. That's right, the Thousand Seas fist launches relentless blows towards the enemy like sea waves. It is indeed powerful. I wonder how many rounds he will be able to last. I only realized how strong Elder Bai is after fighting against him personally. I'm not even a match for him even after he suppressed his cultivation to be the same as mine. I used up all the tricks up my sleeves, using all my ace cards, and I was able to last for 20 rounds. But, 31 rounds, even if I can't get first place, I can at least secure the first 2 places. He's strong. He only got defeated after so many rounds. It would be difficult to last for so many rounds even for me. Sir Ruohuan, time to show me what you're capable of. Sure. How many rounds do you think Sir Ruohuan will be able to last? I don't know about that, but his strength is almost on par with Master Teacher Fu. If Master Teacher Fu is able to last for 31 rounds, then he shouldn't be too far off as well. I hope so. I think Fu Shaochen should be able to last a little longer. Shaochen is calm and collected, specializes in defense. As for Ruohuan, he's born in a successful family, which makes him proud. When he's facing danger, he will only fight back with more fierceful attacks. This kind of attacks might be useful against others. But it's useless against Elder Bai. Just 1 round. Do you think it will be like the first challenge? He was keeping something up his sleeves and purposely made it 1 round less. But there's actually something else that can help him win. How is that going to be possible? A duel is a fight of strength. Each and every move is put out against their opponents. 1 round is 1 round. They can't make cheap tricks out of it. 1 round less. I did lose, but I didn't lose much. Elder Bai might have suppressed his strength to my level, but his attacks are relentless. It's like countless waves of blows. I used up all my energy and 30 rounds is the best I can do. I can't do it for another round. I'll be the next one. Elder Bai really is. He doesn't show any mercy. It's Master Teacher Zhang's turn. I don't know how strong his combat skills are, but if he's able to make Elder Wu go insane with music, then he must be quite impressive. I wonder if he will be the biggest dark horse just like the first challenge. I think it will be quite difficult. The closer your cultivation is to Elder Bai's, the higher the understanding you will have on combat, and you will definitely be able to last longer, or else it will be much shorter. That's true. Suppressing his cultivation, it's not completely fair like how we think it is. Suppressing from 4 dan to 1 dan will definitely be much easier than suppressing it to 3 dan. That's true. This Master Teacher Zhang is definitely the weakest among the group, so it will definitely be much easier for Elder Bai Tao Omicron suppress his strength by 3 levels. How many rounds do you think he can last? About that, I don't know either, but I know Elder Bai's strength. If he suppressed his strength to 1 dan transcendent, even a 2 dan intermediate cultivator will lose to him easily, so I'm afraid Master Teacher Zhang will not be able to last for long. Even though I'm quite confident in Zhang Xuan, but the person in there is Elder Bai, a 4 dan pinnacle transcendent elite. The understanding of martial arts and control on power that Elder Bai has have already reached a very high level. Even if he suppressed himself to the same level, I don't think I will be able to defeat him. So I think it's extremely difficult for Master Teacher Zhang to last for multiple rounds. Ascending by 3 levels in the span of more than 20 days, no matter how impressive his talent and potential is, he will still be quite unfamiliar with his control on his strength. If I were to guess it, he won't be able to last more than 10 rounds. That's what I thought as well, but common sense never worked on Master Teacher Zhang, so no one really knows what will happen there. That's true, no one can really predict what kind of stunts he will pull out. Look, it's starting. The first round. The number on the formation doesn't seem to be moving. Why isn't the number growing? No way, that's soon. Could it be that? Is the observation formation malfunctioning? No way, this formation was set up by Elder Wu himself, and it was functioning perfectly fine before. Why would it just break down just like that? That number, why is it not moving? Could it be? Did he lose in just one round? This dark horse that just showed up out of nowhere, I thought he would surprise everyone just like before, but I didn't expect him to lose in just one round. There's no way a one-dan transcendent can hold off the attacks from Elder Bai. I thought that this guy will be the biggest obstacle in this selection trial. I guess I'm just overthinking it. This result is just too bad. Can he even represent us in the Master Teacher tournament with this kind of strength? Even though strength isn't the main point of this tournament, it's still extremely important. Even the beautiful Luoshi was able to last for 24 rounds, and yet he lost in just one round. That's just too fast. That's right, who cares if your soul depth is strong if you don't have the strength to match with it? He will definitely be eliminated real soon if he takes part in the tournament. I've already predicted that Zhang Xuan might not be able to last for more than 10 rounds, but what the hell is one round? Master Teacher Zhang sure is full of surprises, and this result sure is surprising as well. That's 2 minutes ago. You can fight me with your best choice of weapon here. Weapon. Weapons are a dangerous tool, so I'll pass on that. Swords, spears and blades that I'm specialized in, they are all infused with weapon intent, which makes them extremely powerful. This is just a trial, so I don't have to go all out. It's true that weapons are dangerous, but do you really think that you can hurt me? Very well, if you're not using them, then don't blame me for not showing mercy. My cultivation is now the same as yours. Make your move. I'll let you start. You want me to go first? Are you sure you can handle it? Then stay down. Shit. That technique just now is already a spiritual grade intermediate tier technique. It's extremely strong. And there's a lot of movements within it, which makes it unpredictable and unable to determine when the attack is about to land. And this guy just dodged it like nothing. And unlike other battle techniques where the Mingmen was at the crotch, below the armpit, or at the back, this technique is at the Qingming acupoint. It was supposed to be a secret path of the flow of true essence. Not even Pavilion Master Kong knows about it, and this guy just kicked me in the face like that. What the hell? What exactly is going on? I'm supposed to be the one testing him to see how many rounds he can last, but I can't even last one round myself, and I almost got kicked to death. Elder Bai, are you alright? Shut up. Shut up, as expected from Elder Bai. Then let's go again. Again. That dodge from him just now, it's as fast as lightning. If I'm a 4-dan transcendent, I will definitely be able to dodge it, and I might even be able to neutralize the attack, but I can't do that when I'm 1-dan. I'll take the initiative this time. That's enough of it. Let's get out of here. Didn't they say this guy is the weakest, which makes him the easiest? There's no way this is the easiest. The fuck, what's going on? Elder Bai, he's injured. Shouldn't he be the one that's testing Zhang Xuan? I'm sorry Pavilion Master Kong, I should have held back my strength, I just didn't expect that. Elder Bai is this weak after suppressing his strength. I didn't control my strength, that's on me. Weak. Didn't control his strength. Injured. I thought this guy couldn't even last for 1 round, but it's actually Elder Bai that couldn't last for 1 round. Are you for real? We put out all the strength we had to fight this Elder Bai just now, and we can only last for around 30 rounds. I just mentioned that there's no way Master Teacher Zhang will be able to last for 10 rounds due to his rapid ascension. And yet he defeated Elder Bai in 1 round. Well. Alright, since the result is out, then. First place, Master Teacher Zhang. Second Fu Shaochen. Third will be Sir Ruohuan. Fourth Feng Masheng. Fifth Duhu and sixth Luoshi. Getting first place in both challenges, I didn't expect Master Teacher Zhang to be a dark horse. Alright, we'll now proceed to the third challenge. The first 2 challenges are on soul depth and cultivation. It's true that they're important, but they're just the foundation to be a master teacher. To be an outstanding master teacher, you will still have to conduct your lessons and teach others. A normal test will need to find an academy and disguise themselves, then conduct the lessons without anyone knowing. But, since there's only 2 months left from the Master Teacher Tournament, we've come up with a much faster way to test all your ability to impart knowledge. That's why, the third challenge will be continuity of spiritual wisdom. Continuity of spiritual wisdom. That's the 6th realm in painting. The 6th realm of painting is a 5-star Master Teacher's ability. How is it able to test a person's ability to impart knowledge? I guess you all are not familiar with this, so allow me to explain. I assume that everyone is familiar with the concept of spiritual wisdom. It's something that you can achieve at the 6th level of painting. As for the continuity of spiritual wisdom, it's to conduct lessons to these painted characters. Giving lessons to painted characters. Even if the people in the paintings have spiritual wisdom, they're just products of spiritual essence. They don't have intelligence, so what's the point in giving them lessons? Can they even understand it? A master teacher's lessons utilize impartation of heaven's will, so the more your theories get recognized, the richer the spiritual essence is when you're giving lessons. Paintings with spiritual wisdom will not be able to live like life forms, but they are able to absorb spiritual essence and preserve for a long period of time. They are sensitive to the spiritual essence in the nature, so as long as the lessons are acceptable, it will then generate spiritual essence for the painting, allowing them to be preserved for a much longer period. However, it will be destroyed very easily if it couldn't be achieved. With all of these considered, we will be able to test your capabilities in imparting knowledge. There's no room for cheating as well. I see. Since humans have emotions, they will still like the master teacher's lessons as long as they favor that master teacher, no matter how bad the lesson is. But if the person hates that master teacher, they will think that the lesson they give is bad. Using this spiritual wisdom to test us will be fair. And spiritual wisdoms don't have thoughts of their own, hence they will not take reputation into account. And they will not be affected by gender as well, they will only be affected by the spiritual essence generated from the lessons, so this will be fair for all of us. Spiritual wisdom is something that will only appear in a level 6 painting, and it will only react to spiritual essence, so I guess impartation of heavens will not work as well. Interesting. Now that everyone has understand the rules, let's begin the challenge. Elder Yun, I'll let you take over. Don't worry. I won't make any blunders. We hope that there will be no blunders. Blunders? Do you really think we want to make those blunders? I can't help but be worried. Just like the pavilion master mentioned, I will be handling this challenge. This painting of soaring birds was a gift given to me by my painting teacher. The people and things in the spiritual wisdom painting will be able to absorb the spiritual essence surrounding it and appear on the painting, but there's a time limit of 2 minutes. Whoever is able to let it stay in the air through lessons will be the champion. Alright, let's begin the challenge. Who will go first? Master Teacher Zhang, why not? You go first for this round. Me. Getting first place for 2 consecutive challenges. Your ability in knowledge impartation must be extraordinary as well. Why don't you show it to us so that we can learn a little from you as well?